Hello and welcome to today's video. This time we'll be taking a look at the Babbacombe Model Village and also taking a tour around Retro Revival X, a collectible shop in Torbay. So sit back, relax and let's get to it. Okay, so it's probably been about a dozen years since I've been to the Babbacombe Model Village, and I went when my son was quite young. I seem to remember him actually clambering up onto some of the displays, because that's how he does it. And I was lucky to go down with the wife this time, and it was a beautiful day. And just as you go down through the slope, on the left hand side is a little indoor bit, which is what we're looking at here. So these displays are actually in glass cabinets, and on the way in it gives you some visuals and huge pictures on the wall of the history of the model village and how it was built, when it was built, which is 1963, and it was really interesting. And then inside they've got these displays. I noticed that a fair few of these displays have actually got working mechanisms, and I'm not sure if that's because the electronics inside, it needs to be inside for that rather than being an external display. This is quite good. It was a Dad's Army theme. And throughout the model village, there are lots of familiar places where they've just had the odd name changed ever so slightly with the spelling. But you get the gist, basically. But yes, across 4 acres of land. And as you can see, it remains quite topical with what's happening in the news and new TV shows and things like that. They do say it's the model village and grounds, so because it's 4 acres in total, you can spend a few hours there walking around the grounds and sort of soaking it up. The models themselves apparently cost thousands to make, and there are over 400 different models of houses, stately homes, factories, shops and entertainment venues. As you can see, this is quite good. This is Celebrity Mansion, so it tells you who to spot, a Where's Wally style thing. And I do remember this last time I went, where there was a Where's Wally game, so it's for the youngsters, but there's 4 different versions of Wally. You've got the good one, like the evil Wally, and you have to find them dotted around throughout the actual displays, so it gets the youngsters to look quite keenly at all the models. They're at 1/12 scale, and there is a model railway that goes, there it is, in fact, that goes around the sort of the centre part of the model village. And it's quite good. You can go around with the spotter sheet and see if you can find all the different things as you're looking around. But there is an awful lot to look at. They've tried to take each place or each sort of bit of the model village and really pack it with detail. So there is some stuff that you just won't notice it first time. You have to sort of have a real close look, and you might spot extra things through like windows happening inside the buildings. There is a crazy golf course as well. So it's an actual 9-hole golf course at the bottom of the model village, which was fun to play. You see it there in the background, and 9 holes, and typical crazy golf. They do recommend on their website to allow at least a couple of hours to go around, and we took our time, and we were probably there, including the round of golf, for about 2 hours, I think. Another local landmark, if you're in the area, is Paynton Zoo. We didn't visit that one this time, but it is recommended. It's always been a good local zoo, and by far the biggest one, I believe, this side of Longleat in Wiltshire. It really is quite amazing. And there's nothing quite like it. I mean, I remember going when I was a youngster in the 70s. It couldn't have been open more than like 10 years at the time. And it's changed along with, technology and buildings. Here's just a little bit of footage of the Crazy Golf. That was my wife. She was just useless, just saying. But it's a good little fun distraction. There was also, I didn't catch it because it was in use, but there's like a little perspective photo shoot area as well, which is quite cool. Cycle race going on there, and I like the balloon there in the background, sort of half inflated. As you can see, the sun on the camera there, it really was quite a beautiful sunny day. I was filming this just before Easter, and there was a few models which were under construction. They were still being prepared, ready for the summer season. Another very, very clever one. Huge model, that one. Another little golf tournament going on. You do see the odd protester. They're protesting the fox hunt. There was a Just Stop Oil. There was a few protests going on as well. I suppose it does reflect real life. That's based on Dartington Hall. Also, fairly local. You sort of pass it on the way to Torbay. And this is supposedly a bit of a scene based on Game of Thrones. You might recognise the giants there. New homes being built. Little thatched cottages. And one on fire, which actually did happen fairly recently. A couple of them caught fire. But certainly if you're in the area, this is definitely a highlight and well worth visiting. So now we go on to Retro Revival X, and we will speak to the owner, Matthew, in a moment. But this is the view from the streets. There's parking right outside. You've got you park at the meter. It's not very expensive, but it's in a very easy part of town to get to. And I did film the window, as I always like to, but as you can see, the sun did get in the way a little bit. But the best way to describe this shop is it caters for everything. So it's retro games, retro action figures, collectibles, that sort of thing. And you'll get a real good feel for it in a minute. Character toys, I guess, is one way to describe it. But the gaming and that, it's sort of about half and half of each. But it's impressive. There's a lot packed in to not a massive space, although the shop is big, but every little nook and cranny, as you can see, is very well filled. From what I hear, it's quite lively for people going in and trading things. And they do have a very popular Facebook page, which I'll link to down below, alongside the Model Village website as well, so you can follow those links should you wish to. Yeah, lots of interesting stuff tucked away here and there. It's really quite unusual. You've got to really look, and it might be difficult to take it all in one visit, but there's certainly stuff I didn't really pick up on at the time, but now I've gone back editing this video and I can have a look at it in a bit more detail. So, I didn't spot that at the time. I would have had a closer look at something. So bear that in mind, particularly if the shop's busy. You might want to really take your time having a good look round. A lot of the cabinets are sort of themed by the characters or the license. Certainly if you like your retro gaming, there was plenty in there to be had. Certainly I think Masters of the Universe is one of the popular properties at the moment, along with Ghostbusters. Certainly it seems to be in the Torbay area. My Little Pony and Thundercats. While I was filming, the shop was fairly brisk. There was people coming in, buying stuff, also trading some stuff in as well. It's certainly in quite a nice spot, a vibrant sort of part of the area. And as I said, I was really lucky. I was able to park right outside, which was really handy for me to pop in and do some filming. Quite an early Magic Roundabout figural there. It looks like it might be a money box, possibly, or a bubble bath. As I said, the shop is quite deep. It goes back quite a way, and they've done a very good job filling it up. I'm surprised at the pricing on some of the consoles, but when you think they're from the 90s, they're rapidly approaching 30 years old now. It's about right. Original Game Boy games. Nintendo 64. A sealed Soul Bubble, so that's an excellent game for the 3D. Nintendo 3DS, or DS rather. Very, very nice. See lots of Nintendo stuff around, really nicely merchandised. Nice colourful place to visit. And definitely some good bargains to be had if you look hard enough. I used to have one of those, 520 ST. Hello then, so would you like to introduce yourself?
So I'm Matthew Flamand. I'm 42 years old Frenchman.
Yeah.
And I came in the UK in 2015 now.
It's been over since 2015,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
2015. And normally I used to be a graphic designer and also an illustrator. I still am.
Yeah. But now you have a retro shop.
Now we've got a retro shop.
Yeah. So would you class this as Torquay more than, say, Paynton? It's like Torquay area, yeah?
Say that one again?
It's like more Torquay, this area that you're in, than Paynton. Or is it like Torbay?
Torbay.
I think describe it as Torbay.
Yeah, it's Torbay. There's a lot of retro shop around.
Yeah.
For video games and toys. And Torbay is actually a really good spot for the hunters.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you do a bit of everything, don't you? So you got the retro video games, action figures, like
more
vintage
actual
stuff
as well. We've got stuff like that, pretty new stuff as well to introduce the kids to the older stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It's a really good sort of
everything.
mix, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why did you decide to do this then? Is it just your passion?
It's just, it's quite passionate with the video games. I'm not gonna lie. I love video games since a kid, and then when you find all them toys again, I think it's even better, the nostalgia with the toy.
Absolutely.
You grab them and it's direct nostalgia hit.
So what did you sort of collect when you were young then?
I've never been a very good collector because I've always been moving and traveling around the world and Spain and whatnot. So I never managed to keep anything. Yeah. So that's why I'm doing this now a bit. It's kind of trying to keep the stuff that I couldn't keep before. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So,
and you do the shows as well, don't you? I've seen you at Shepton and Matford Exeter.
I think I've done like 3 or 4 appearances in your videos already.
You have, yeah, you do. Well, you always have such a nice display, you see. And
I try, we try
absolutely.
Bring out the colours.
Yeah. So, you don't sell online yet, do you? Or through your Facebook page?
We do smash it everywhere we can, like Marketplace.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We do Marketplace really good.
Yeah.
It brings people in the shop.
That's interesting, yeah.
It depends if you got a good item to sell, they will come around.
That's true, yeah, absolutely.
eBay as well. I used to do Vinted, but I'm not really. I like to shop in Vinted, but I don't really like to sell in Vinted.
No, understood, yeah.
But eBay is pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's good market
we do online on eBay. We're trying to build up an online website, but we're trying to do that nicely. So it's taking a bit of time.
It does, time consumer, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. So what do you find, like right now in 2025? What are the hot sort of areas for collecting?
What do you mean on that one?
Well, so within the world of retro games, for example, what are the hot systems that people are picking up?
So you're going to see, like, I've got young kids that comes in the shop, they do collect TMNTs from the 90s and they're 8 years old. And I've got stuff like that. That's really nice to see. And same kid actually came the first time he wanted NES Game Genie. So at 7 years old, you ask for that. It's quite impressive.
That's pretty unusual.
So you could be surprised of the collecting situation, why age, and then you go obviously traditional, like people comes in to look at the stuff and then get, I remember that, the usual, I used to have that, and that's when they fall and
that's it,
and get a bit of a bits from the past to their house and stuff like that.
And if people are in like the local area, you're always looking to buy some new stock and trade stock as well?
Well, actually, the Facebook page is doing very well because every time I put something on it, I mostly do a sell or two from the Facebook page.
And that's Retro Revival X on Facebook,
just on Facebook. So you check
I'll link
up
to this down in the description. All right, so people
every
can contact
new stuff you see, like all that bazaar we've got here now, that's gonna be
some new acquisitions that have just come in.
Yeah, some new trades in today.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put a nice display picture of it and put it on Facebook. And from there, the people are gonna dibs on it or not. Yeah. And when the page is gonna be eventually a bit bigger, we're going to start doing live auction video if I'm not too shy.
Right, yeah. Well, absolutely. You'll be famous after this,
we had a nice YouTuber last time that came in as well.
Yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah, I thought it reminded me that I said I was going to come up and film. And when we were in the area, I thought, perfect. We'll
Toyota does really nice as well.
Tie it in,
Good man as well. So hopefully we get like Ed Retro Geek Out and all them silly kids.
And we're coming up to the summer season now. We got half term next week, but Easter holes. But we got the summer season on the way, and hopefully this will now put the shop on the map. So if anyone down this neck of the woods,
a little bit more every time, he's adding up.
It's word of mouth, and as you've seen on the video, there's absolutely stacks here to see, and I love the display cases as well. They're really, really full. So there's plenty for people to see if they are in the area. But if you can't make it, you do Shepton and Matford, generally speaking, most times, don't you, those toy fairs now?
Yeah, that's the one I normally do, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, and also find you on Facebook. Well, fantastic to speak to you. As I said, full details for the shop in the description down below. Thanks very much, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you. So there you go. Thanks very much to Matthew for taking the time out to have a quick chat with us while we toured his store. Very, very good it is too. And once again, if you've enjoyed this video, do please give it a thumbs up. Do please hit the subscribe button if you've not already for regular vintage retro content. And I'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.